Even though 25 days had passed, I had not been able to feel the heart of true parents even a little bit. That whole day, I couldn't lift my head. I couldn't raise my eyes even to look at true parents' portrait, and I also kept my head down when I recited the family pledge. I couldn't eat anything. It felt as if my heart had turned negative, and all day long, all I could do was apologize to true parents, Hyojin-nim, Hyungjin-nim, and my ancestors. I listened to Captain Inoue's lecture. Among the various things he taught us, what impressed me the most was the battle between Father and Satan. Captain Inoue explained that true Father always went out to sea because he was fighting a battle against Satan to turn the sea to God's side. I was surprised to learn that going out to fish for halibut every day in Alaska wasn't just about catching fish, it was part of the battle against Satan. It had never occurred to me, looking at those serene pictures, how much true Father was actually fighting against Satan. Understanding how much true Father had fought like that, I started to contemplate how I also could move and impress the spirits within me, how I could make them shed tears. I sang Fight Song of the Will during the Cheonshim Won night vigil with closed eyes and a heart of prayer. Suddenly I found myself at the helm of a boat. I had never driven a boat before. The waves were high, and as I tried to slow the boat down, a loud voice came from the bow of the boat.
"Speed up, don't delay."
I was startled. I was overwhelmed with fear, but I continued to increase the speed. In my overwhelming fear, I sang the fight song of the will as loud as I could. At that moment, as if to say, "Why are you so worried?" the sky cleared, the sea calmed down, and I could see a beautiful sunset descending. I could see there was someone at the bow of the boat, and as I responded to a loud voice saying,
"Come here."
To my astonishment, I saw that it was True Father. True Father shouted at me.
"Tell the truth. Can't you speak clearly? I can't hear you. Speak properly."
Then he handed me a fishing rod and told me to reel it in. Since I had gone fishing with my dad before, I started to reel it in just like I did back then. It felt incredibly heavy, as if I had caught a large fish. As I was pulling it up, prayers of repentance started pouring out of my mouth. The more I pulled, the more repentance poured out. After the prayer ended, I saw that I had caught a small fish, about the size of my palm. True Father saw it, laughed heartily, and applauded. He patted my head and said,
"You'll do better next time,"
as he shared some words of encouragement. Then he suddenly disappeared, and the night vigil was almost over. It was truly a mysterious experience. The following day, I found it hard to believe what I had seen. I continued to hold on to my skepticism. There was a lecture on True Parents Life course by director Dong-Eun Kim. As my doubts lingered, before Director Kim started his lecture, he shared various stories, and among them, he told us where True Father always stood when he was on the boat.
True Father always stood at the bow of the boat. The bow is where the waves rise the highest, so most people avoid going to the bow due to seasickness. However, True Father was always at the bow.
I was surprised to hear that and thought it was real. Perhaps True Father, knowing my disbelief, conveyed it to me once again through Director Kim's lecture. Starting from that day, my repentance prayers, that I had always struggled with, became more heartfelt, and there was a resonance in my prayers. I had the opportunity to meet True Father several times. Each encounter was intimidating, but with each meeting, he taught me something valuable. Thank you so much, True Father.